Beware of visions, child. They do not always reveal the truth.
Some are nightmares, sure. But what about the dreams that do?
The one-note story. Yeah, the story in this has been
They have to
okay
come
so
from
far.
somewhere.
I don't think it's been bad, but I haven't been wowed yet. I might appreciate it a little more if I had more knowledge of PoE universe lore. But they do a pretty good job of injecting that in a lot of books. That some we've read, some I've just kind of CBA reading 15 paragraphs at a time. Good luck on you. You're talking to yourself again.
Huh. Bad habit. Suppose I was.
But the story's been, like, okay, you know. I mean, so far, the one twist has been, like, the voice in your head is a new god, the god of the living lands, right? So we'll see where it goes. Still a little too early to tell. I mean, we'll just... A lot of these stories have, like, some kind of twist or culmination at a couple points throughout for big RPGs. And then just, like, the big moment at the end. And a lot of it hinges on the big moment at the end, so we'll have to see when we get there. Character development, I think, has been pretty good so far. I don't know. I don't think the like, there's not been anything crazy, but I think Kai's actually a pretty good character. Marius has been like, okay, he just has a shady past and a sad past and stuff like that. I think they've been alright. I don't know. Talking to them has been pretty fun. There's certainly been worse characters that you're just like, I don't feel like talking to them because their dialogue sucks. Well, I tried to warn you.
People cross the sea all the time. Maybe I'll meet one who can help.
The end of the previous zone was definitely a turning point. Yeah, that was a nice perk up, like the way they changed the zone and burning Fior and all that stuff. That was fun. That was certainly a nice note to hit. And well, not necessarily the burning part, but and also that changes like fairly drastically based on like who you side with and the choices you make. So it's nice to see that your choices actually have an impact in the game. Shocker, I know. Alright, this is nerfed. He's a fucking healer. That's a really goddamn healer. Where is it? Skirmisher. Where the fuck is the healer? Oh, he's not here. Hiding.
Right foot.
Oh man, there's people aggroed like oh. Look at all these other aggroed people. I should have. Good. Okay, summons little beetles. Let's eat real quick. Okay. And I must one more criticism based off of a praise. I still stick to the combat in this game is still very fun, especially aesthetically satisfying. Forgot to lock my screen. However, unfortunately, the same enemies over and over, and the lack of like loot development and build development starts to make combat a little stale. So once again, another situation of it started on a strong note, and it's still fun. Like I enjoy shooting these guns and popping people. It's still fun, but there's been virtually no challenge, right? Yeah, we've died a couple times. We'll probably die another couple times. Let's be honest, but it's never been to like, wow, this is a really difficult encounter. Like I need to do this and this and this and put this gear on, and it's kind of like, oh, I like fell off a cliff. That sucks. You know, oops, I forgot to like reapply my shield. You know. So it gets, combat gets like, I find I'm just kind of like running into these packs and just like doing the usual clear now as opposed to like thinking about how I need to like approach these intelligently in any way. Which is unfortunate because combat could have just been developed to be more and more awesome. Instead it's just been like, this is fun. And it's the same kind of fun 40 hours in. It hasn't gotten any better. Or worse.
Let's see what you got.
Oh, that's bad.
Hey, over here. See.
All right.
Another win. But who's counting?
This game's a bit too easy coming for someone who plays games on normal. Yeah. It is. Like, not a flex, it just is. And it kind of starts to make sense to me as to why they didn't make a lot of gear and build depth and stuff. I feel like I'm not confident that they know how to balance difficulty properly in this game. In this world. Potentially is part of the issue. So rather than take on something that they weren't comfortable doing, they're probably just like, fuck it. Did you have the major cities videos on demand?
In the brush.
No, you just have a limited amount of space now. With VODs and stuff. Unless there's something else, you know. Yeah, there's no way to get to those docks, okay. Like, even if they use reskinned models of creatures, they could have at least given them one extra ability per zone, or some zone thematic thing, or whatever, you know? Baiting. The printed text of this book has been crossed out in furious scribbles. The margins are decorated with only legible text left. Helia curse these Valian bastards. Gods, this horizon line, Kutabao, is worthless. How am I supposed to keep my perspective right when I paint over my horizon lines, and gods forbid the so-called masters writing this shit book ever use common words? Foreshortening my foot. Geometric arithmetic. I want to be an artist, not a mathematician. The Grand Art Society can take their brushes and shove them up their asses. I'm done. Not necessarily. I mean, yes, Kala, but not for the reasons you're stating altogether. Yes, Memorial, correct.
Thomas Memorial.
Oh, shit. It's
Sorry,
Kai's
I'm
lover.
not ready for this yet.
What? They wanted to, I guess, come here later. For us, it doesn't matter. All our VODs are edited and put up by Valentia anyways. So they're available there. They're available on YouTube as well, but only the first 12 hours because I suck at remembering. Which I probably should be better about. I should probably just get into the habit of setting an alarm. I keep saying that and I keep forgetting about it because it's just hard to set that habit. But YouTube is 1440p. It does have better VOD system, etc. But the chat interaction for emotes and stuff like that is terrible. The back end for a lot of streamer stuff is really shit. Hello. Is there a healer anywhere? Up, up, up. Ow. Suddenly undead guys.
Patience. I'm almost ready.
They won't get past me.
Got some annoying attack. They're like flirty singing. Is that guy stuck?
Let me catch my breath. One for you.
Okie dokie. Go. 1440p on YouTube. Reminder. What is this? Oh, I guess we should have taken Yatsley, I just realized. Shit. Did we hit a fast travel here? Yeah, we probably need to talk to her. This is probably her ability. What kind of... what is that? Is it poison? What element is this? Can you even do anything to this? I think this might be a Yatsley specific thing. Alright, well. Yeah, we gotta go back real quick. I forgot to actually take our new companion on the quest. Yeah, I know, Rivals 1.5, Season 1.5 hit today. I don't know, we'll play tomorrow, probably. Drops and stuff. I definitely am itching to try, what's it called? Flame Dude.
Don't forget your friend Tycho.
Ah, there you are. It's rather rude of you to keep a lady waiting. I'll forgive you, though. It gave me a chance to dip into my notes about the Circle of Archmagi.
Human Torch, yeah, that guy.
One does not simply waltz into an Archmage's domain unprepared. Tell me, dearie, how much do you know about Reengrim?
Intellect 3 out of 10. They say the sight of her drives men to terror. They cut out their eyes and offer them.
Well, with her skill in spellcraft, she certainly could do so if she wanted to. The Circle of Archmagi are the most powerful magical beings in Aora. Whatever the reason, the fact that she's here at all is significant. Aldra's titties. The Circle sent the Archmage of Terror. Oh, she's just brilliant.
Do you believe the Dream Scourge brought the Archmage here?
Well, Nakukubel is the largest of the godless ruins. It's still got its share of secrets. There must be something in there of interest to Reengrim. Probably something powerful.
Now's our chance to find out.
I knew I liked you, darling. I'll be with you every step of the way. Those Steel Garrote bastards stole all my research about the Godless. They'll get to the garden first over their dead bodies. I can show you the way to Reengrim's domain, but we should travel lean. The less of us there are, the less likely she'll take notice. You'll need me to get you in the door, so who's staying behind?
I love that they're at least making a story-relevant attempt as to why you only have 2 companions at one time. Jada, can you go back to camp, tell Marius about Reengrim? Kai, hold down the 4th. Now, I want to keep Kai. Although Jeb does heal, but Yatsley's going to be some kind of caster as well. Okay, Giada goes back.
Naturally. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do. Really, though, that would be dangerous. We'll catch up later, Yatsley. Take care of the envoy for me.
Perfect. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Oh yeah, there it is. Dispel illusion. The foremost godless expert, Yatsley packs a lot of magical skill into a small frame. A self-taught wizard, she honed her craft while dungeon diving in runes across the living lands. With a grimoire in hand, she manipulates the very essence of the world around her. She may not conjure terrifying displays of power against her enemies, but also... She can not only conjure terrifying displays of power against her enemies, but also dispels any arcane illusions that deceive the senses. Yatsley invokes a strange arcane power that explodes upon hitting an enemy, releasing a burst of essence. Dispel illusion.
Slow troll.
Yeah, alright, let's see here. Naka, thanks for the 59er, dude. And welcome back. Almost 5 years, man. There it is. Good. So pink gremlins are final follower. Yatsley's attacks burst into a small area of effect when they hit an enemy. Increases stun dealt. 5% chance to inflict. Okay, I'll take the passive. Manipulates the arcane energy around an enemy, slowing them for 10 seconds. Just a rate of fire for missiles from Minneletta's missile battery. Probably have arcane missiles. This needs to be on 4. There we go. Alright, now we can go up.
Don't forget your friend Tycho.
The real question is, Callum, why are you putting yourself through M+ in World of Warcraft? Ow. Did I kill his one? Enemies usually don't respawn. It's weird. Oh. Cool effect.
Beyond seek.
Yep. And where were we? Gonna follow the coast just so we can outline the explorable area and then fill it in. So I need to have FF's quiet? Fair. But may I introduce you to literally tons of other better video games? Such as Marvel Rivals solo rank push. It certainly won't make you insane.
That's done.
Hooray, crafting mats. Or, you know, Monster Hunter Wilds.
Not doing the job. Time to rally.
Oh, not creep on the shield. Just down there, to be fair. But... Wait, that's how much 2 bears? Ow. She's at rank 4 good.
Take it off. Left leg.
Wait, can I just... Where's that spear spell? This pierces everyone, right? We gotta up our weapons. Gotta up our weapons because we're getting a lot of damage penalty against these higher level enemies.
Just like the good old days.
Next time we find a camp. Not that it's hard to go to a camp anyways. Just like the good old days. So we have a shit ton of buff food we can use too. Probably should. Something in there. Game's audio design has been pretty darn good too. Been pleasantly impressed with it. Weapon, thank you for a while. Is I get a dual blade and charge blade? This is the current plan, at least. Where the heck is... It's up there. There we go. Let's go in here. What about you, Ravi? You Giga Hub for a while, it's fair. I think many are. Oh, this doesn't lead up anywhere. Okay, let's go back outside there. Greatsword and Greatsword. Ah, classic combo of ook ook. This way too. That's probably the intended way. If we jump down there, we have to go all the way around again, so I'll just grab it after. Like bumped off the edge of something there. Oh. Alrighty. Hold on a second here. Everybody clam down. Let's take that. And yep. And yep. And we could do the 20% damn one. Little one. Where are you going? Oh, we already did that one. Oops. Oh, this is a boss. High level 1 too. It's actually going to be kind of rough. So we're just going to be nerfed. We're only doing like 25% of our regular damage. Kind of thing. Okay, this little fucking guy. Jesus. Oh, she death was still in the city. That sucks. Maybe go upgrade to weapons. I think we have enough mats now to upgrade weapons. 9. Scroll lock. That brief view from inside the bear? Well, it's like a... Where are we? It's like a, apparition bear, you know? Is there a camp close to here? I mean, there must be one somewhere, but... Oh, it's kind of far. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's just go. It'll just speed everything up. There's no reason to numerically struggle. We don't need to. Especially now that the shield got nerfed.
I must have done 100 shifts on
So
those
there's lots of talk, I'm pretty sure.
The dream scourge is getting worse. First our land, then our animals. Now our people. If we don't put a stop to it, we're looking at the end of the living lands.
We'll stop it. Have faith.
I keep trying. And the world keeps punishing me for it. As if the dream scourge wasn't enough of a problem, the Adherents are profiting off our misfortune.
True.
They haven't come to help us. They're here to exploit our weakness.
Crack your knuckles, my people are in dire need of correction.
Let's hope it never comes to that. But when it does, I'll be at your side. It's too bad. We're fighting for our lives, our souls, and our freedom. I don't know if we can win all three.
We can't. The odds are stacked against us.
At least you're honest about it. My apologies for acting cynical, but it feels as if nature, politics, and even the very gods are working against us. I don't appreciate being backed into a corner, but here I am.
It's been nice having Yatzli around.
Despite everything that's happened, I'm so grateful to be working with Yatzli. In many ways, Quilichi has been like a second father to me. But Yatzli, She's like my dirty aunt who's up to no good.
We all need a few bad influences in our lives. That's me. I'm the bad influence.
Well, she's an expert in that field.
IRL, that is.
While I have your attention, I've been thinking. Why is Inquisitor Ludwig suddenly interested in godless ruins?
Maybe she knows more than she lets on.
She's a smart one. I'll give her that. We should be ready for anything. Something tells me Ludwig isn't finished with us yet.
Shocker.
Go on then,
Okay.
if I must.
Thirdborn. If it weren't for the Leviathan skeleton in the middle of town, I'd hardly recognize the place.
Is that right, Kella? How so?
Well, that's what I'm trying to nail down. You ever come back to a place and feel like the buildings are smaller and the colors are duller?
Neela's gifted 5 tier 1
Oh shit, Neela's,
subs.
dude. Thanks for gifting 5 subs. Appreciate you. Welcome to those 5 people, or welcome back. One of them was named Hair Lover. No wonder they're not subbed yet. Is this about Tama?
No. Well, yes. But it's more than Tama.
Also, my legs are cold,
Thirdborn was always this
but the heat's on.
rugged oasis.
It's not that cold.
Dangerous and out of the way, but bursting with vitality. It was a harbor for larger-than-life types. People like Capo, the Leviathan Slayer, and Tama. Glory seekers, trophy hunters, warriors trying to leave their battles behind. People who built around their stories and their scars.
The third one you described sounds more like legend than reality.
I guess it felt like one, too. Hardtack and Merc brew after a long day's patrol tasted better than any feast.
Oh, I was going to say any
Being back,
feet.
it felt like we were watching Thirdborn die a slow death.
Pistachios. They're facing the brunt of the Dream Scourge. That would take its toll anywhere.
True. But I can't help but feel that the Thirdborn I knew 6 years ago would have faced it better. I think what's eating
sounds
at
like a
me
wild
is that
classic,
Thirdborn
Andy.
seems rudderless. The Dream Scourge is
Everything
one
was better and harder back then.
conflict with Adir is another. The Living Lands is changing, and Thirdborn feels like a barnacle on a moving ship. Temerity's leading them as best she can, but towards what? What are we doing out here besides surviving?
Are they good? Yeah, they're pretty good. Sometimes surviving's enough.
For a while, I suppose. Eventually, you need more.
True, dude.
What about you?
It's my life.
You were sent by your Emperor to investigate the Dream Scourge. Since then, you've died, met a secret god, and gotten swept up in tensions between your empire and our scattered settlements. You released Igwolf, but you didn't stop the Stilgarot's attack on Fjord. Do you know what you're sailing towards, or are you drifting with the tides?
I follow my principles, not my commands.
That kind of clarity is rare. Thanks for talking.
Good.
I hope Thirdborn is able to find its way somehow.
Tell me about Tama's badge, the one we're looking for.
A marker of his service to
It's
Thirdborn's
his lover,
defense.
by the way.
And
Well,
something that helps his comrades
who
identify
died
his
that he
remains, if
But never
needed.
confessed his love to.
You always hope it won't come to that.
You hope it won't, but you know it might. It's an old Rauatayan naval tradition that Thirdborn's kept alive. And another debt I owe him.
How did Thirdborn come to be?
The story goes that a lot of the first arrivals were Rauatayans without other prospects. Too low on the ladder to take over the family trade, too poor to learn another.
The Thirdborn of their families?
Exactly. Rauatai's an inhospitable environment, to say the least, so my people have a proud tradition of seeking our fortunes elsewhere. Rauatai's got a big navy that always needs fresh blood, and there are plenty of opportunities for large, colorful mercenaries and bodyguards all over Aora.
Some of them wound up here.
You got it. It's hard to say when Thirdborn was properly founded. It started as a convenient harbor for pirates and mercs to lie low. Bold, or desperate, fishing crews from Rawatai would follow seasonal catches out here.
Seems like a rough place to lie low and a long way for a fishing trip.
That tells you something about the people willing to attempt it. Over time, those early arrivals built huts, a proper harbor, and walls to protect them from all the hungry things in the desert. Well, that brought in a steady trickle of veterans, ruffians, trophy hunters, and rugged eccentrics. People looking for fresh adventure, or running from the consequences of their old ones.
Which one were you?
Bit of both, I guess.